You don't need to use an oversized AI model for everything, just like you don't need to use an axe to slice a cake. Find out how smaller models can deliver the right results and help cut AI costs up to 90% at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM. Great solos don't make a symphony. In music or AI, get AI that's in tune with your business at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
You will never stop failing until you do this. There is something within you, something that you haven't committed to, no matter how many times you've tried the new diet, no matter how many times you've tried the new business, no matter how many times you've tried the new direction, you keep ending up at failure because there's one thing, and it's within us all, that you have not committed to. You must commit murder to become the version of you that you want to become. My name is Henry Lawrence. Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. In this episode, we're going to talk about the kill switch within you that if you flip, if you actually make that commitment, your old self will die and you will experience the life that you desire. Make sure to listen all the way through because at the very end, we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message and move forward throughout the day. The number one thing you can do right now, if you're listening to this episode, you feel something impactful, you find a different perspective, is leave a comment or share this episode. We are the rising tide, and we do it with our own elevation. As we lift others. Lead those comments because when someone reads it, it might inspire them to give this episode a listen. There's a switch within you. Every time that you've started something, you may have felt committed. You may have thought you were going to do it, but if you quit, you actually never committed. You see, some people, this might be easy. Some people might be born this way, but it is within us all. There is a switch in you that if you truly flip, your old self must die. That is why I said you have to commit murder to go there. You have to be willing to kill your former self. The way you used to think, the way you used to allow, the way you used to experience cannot exist in your new reality, or you would already have it. The law of attraction attracts the life experience that aligns with your very being. And so if you try to become something different, but you're still hanging on to old beliefs, old thought patterns, old habits, old ideas, old friends, old experiences, if you keep hanging on, you are breathing life into them. To make this switch, and you can do it in a second or you can do it in a lifetime, to make this switch, all you have to do is literally die. And most of us aren't willing to do that. We are going to keep the comfort alive. It's why people stay in pay that doesn't pay them enough. They know every single week that they don't make enough money, but they are not willing to lose everything to gain that next version of themselves. And this is a hard process. This is certainly not something that I'm coming and speaking as a master of. This is someone that's coming or speaking as someone that's going through it. I have tried things before. I have tried to make money. I have tried to get healthy. I have tried to be fit. I have tried to be a different version of me, but it doesn't matter how hard you try. Try should not be in your vocabulary. You either are or you are not. You either flip the switch or you don't, because you will end back up as you are every single time. So if you're tired of doing circular diets where you go on a diet, you lose 10 pounds, and then 2 months later you gained it back. If you're tired of making a little bit of money, saving it just to lose it because some expense happens. If you're tired of committing to something different but ending up at the same space every single time, you must commit murder. You must do the thing that you're not willing to do and let your old self die. That version cannot exist where you are trying to go. Otherwise, you would already have it. Adopting this release is not simple. This is part of our purpose here, learning how to release. Our normal state of being, our soul, our energy is meant to rise, right? We attach ourselves to lower frequency things, and that's what keeps us here. So the things that you're not happy with, the things that aren't satisfying you, you are connected to them. And you can look at it from every different angle to find out why it's not your fault. But if you are creating a narrative where something is not your fault or something is without your responsibility, you are also saying that you don't have the power to change it. That is not true. So you are creating a lie to stay in your energy for comfort. It's more comfortable to blame somebody else for the situation. And yes, in 9 times out of 10, it might be them, but they do not have 100% creation power. We are co-creators in our experience. So when you kill this old version of you, it has to happen with power and commitment, meaning in your mind, you have to actually flip that switch and say, I am never going back. And then it's a constant discipline. You are no longer chasing a goal at that point. You are not saying, I am going on a diet to lose 20 pounds. I am going to side hustle to make an extra $1,000. You are no longer doing a side mission. You're 100% purpose-driven only, meaning you're going to align yourself with a state of being, and that is it. I'm a multimillionaire thinker. Right? You put that into your mind. It's not, I'm trying to make $1 million. My mind is aligned with financial abundance in that way. And so whenever there's a situation, the way you reinforce this belief is when you have to filter it through, I'm a multimillionaire thinker. And if it aligns with what that person will be thinking, you step into it. If it's out of alignment, even if it's a solution, if it's out of alignment, it doesn't exist to you because that version of you that would accept it is dead. It can knock all it wants, but nobody is home. This is where people fail. This is how, whether you call it the enemy, you call it low frequency, your former self still stays into existence. You set a goal. You say, I'm going to become this. Then you start doing things in alignment with becoming that. Then the hard things, right, the things that clearly don't aid you, those are not usually what's going to stop you. It's going to be convenience that's going to come in and stop you. It's going to be something that's comforting that's going to come in and stop you. That's going to be comfortable for your old version. Maybe you quit your job and you go all in on your vision, but then something shows up that will give you money that's so comfortable, easy to do, in alignment with who you were and would solve problems for now, but is out of alignment where you're going. Most of us have fallen in that trap where we accept it. We accept it because we can justify it. We say, well, if I take this, it helps me here. That is not you, and that is bringing back to life a version of you that you are attempting to kill. You have to have that killer mentality. You have to have that ability to say, I am this or I'm nothing. Meaning, I am this or I am not here. You cannot experience my energy any other way because this is what I am. It's a level of commitment, and then to make it your reality, you just have discipline to that commitment, and anything becomes available to you. And this is for all things. It doesn't always have to be a serious thing about being rich or being in great shape. This could be for fun experiences. You could say, I want to travel, and so my life is going to be in full of travel in this way. And then you say dictated to that version of yourself, and then it becomes your reality. This should be a good thing. It should be a fun thing. It should be an experience thing. And so keep yourself aware. Keep yourself in a high vision as you move forward to this. Say, I am a killer and I am killing old me. Most of us won't do it. Most of us still love old me because old me wasn't all bad. Old me had good things. Old me got me to here. Old me gave me this footing. Old me did all these things. See, in your mind, you start looking at it. Well, yes, but I was able to do this. I was able to handle this. I was able to do this. And those are true. But that you can never have what you're trying to get because you would already have it if it was in alignment with you. It's time to step into that killer instinct, meaning if everyone knows what you're about, you will have it. There's power in this as well. This is how you build your manifestation ability. You start stacking beliefs. So if you've been following me on social media and on here, I've been talking about four-leaf clovers. And to some, this may be a non-subject that you have no interest in, but I always wanted to find a four-leaf clover my whole life. And then I found one. Once I found that one, I put in the belief in my mind that I follow or I find them all the time. They're available to me anywhere I look. If I desired one and there's one, it will present itself to me. And now I have a belief that I can find one every single day. So that belief started to be planted in me. But I am just one consciousness. There's other consciousness around me. And if I can use that conscious power to create a new version of me, right? The old version of me is dead that could never find him. The new version of me is live that finds him all the time because they want him to find him. They want that magnetic alignment. So that starts becoming the reality. Then I start posting on social media every time I find one. At first, people are like, oh, that's really cool because I'm posting a lot of four-leaf clovers. People don't find them that often. And then it got quiet. I would still post them. Less people would notice. They'd get less views, things like that. And then I kept posting and I kept posting and I kept posting and I kept finding them. I kept finding them. And then people started coming around. How do you keep finding these? How do you keep seeing these? That's awesome. I could never find one. Now they're starting to believe that I am someone that no matter where I go, I will find a four-leaf clover. And that increases the odds of me finding it. Why do you think the news operates in lockstep? Why do you think big companies have shared vision that they pass down to all their employees to create a consciousness belief in what it is that they're trying to do? Your consciousness is your power, and whatever you associate and believe is you will be your creation. And so if you believe that I can do these things, it starts being easier for me to create it. So now I know for a fact that I can put something in my mind and start to experience in this reality. I also know that I can start putting it in other people's minds that I do this, and it starts increasing my ability to manifest in this reality. Now I have the proof of something like this. I can add things on top of it. I can now add on the fact that I can find money in every situation. Just like I can find four-leaf clovers, I can step into the energy that I am the most powerful money magnet that could ever exist. And people love collaborating with me. People love working with me because no matter where I am going to find money. And so I can put that belief because I know I can put that in my mind, even if it wasn't true before. For 36 years, I could not find a four-leaf clover. Now I can find one any day that I want, any moment that I want. I can go out there. If there's a clover field, I will find it. And it's the same with money now. I'm putting that energy within me that I am the ultimate money magnet. And if there's money there, it wants me to find it. Even if it's 0.001% of actual there being money there, if I am there, it is present. And so I put that belief in my mind the same way I've done with the four-leaf clover, and it starts changing my resistance. And now I identify as this version of me that finds money every single day, easily and often, in complete surplus, with no weight attached to it, just flowing through me so freely. So I start putting that belief and it starts happening. And if I keep talking about it, if I keep presenting about it, if I keep being the example of it, then eventually you see it happening, and then you see it happening, and then you see it happening, and then your consciousness starts creating that thing for me. And I've officially killed the old version of me because there's no consciousness at all giving that light. 100% of my consciousness is on the new version of me, and then your consciousness is pushing in on the new version of me. And then that timeline, that reality becomes what I experience. And it all comes from being willing to kill the old version of yourself, because it's not just about finding a physical thing, right? These physical things don't matter. You're not going to take any of this with you, so it's not going to heal anything that's empty within you. But the version of me that starts to exist becomes more and more powerful, and it has to go with belief. And you can't believe you're something if you're not willing to kill the old version of you, because if you're not willing to kill the old version of you, you're not having enough belief in the fact that it matters that that version of you exists. So unlock your killer instinct, unlock that switch within you, flip it with power, and commit to being a version of you, not commit to having something, commit to being something. And this is what we're going to do. We are going to flip the switch together. When we take our deep breath, when we slow down, we're going to bring ourselves in a place where it's present. So as you breathe in, allow yourself to see a room, to see the inside of you, to whatever comes to your mind as you're holding your breath, and visualize that switch. that motherfucking switch that has been avoiding you this whole time, that you've slowly flicked, that you've almost done over and over and over, but it keeps going back because you're not willing to truly flip it, knowing that when you do, old you dies. You're not willing to kill for your dreams. You're not willing to hunt for your dreams, even if it's the you that's stopping you from having it. So as you breathe in, allow this vision to come to your mind, visualize that switch, and then when you're ready, as you're holding your breath, flip the switch. And as you flip it, allow the visual of your old self dying to be there. Allow the power of new self living to fill you up. And then when we exhale and you reopen your eyes, move forward as the new version of you. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. You can view everything as you desire. You viewed plenty things the shitty way. So it's okay to say that I can change the way I view something. It's time to view this reality, that this human body, this Henry body that I have, is not me. The human body is not you. You are consciousness. You are a soul and energy invited into this body having experience. You just killed the old habit. The new version of you that is waking up in this body is built different. The body and the life attached to it does not need to reflect it because you just woke up. But you need to feel the opposite energy. You need to feel the frequency of everything about this body and everything about this mind and everything about the life attached to it that doesn't align with you. You got to come to this earth, view yourself as the high-level being that was looking to do something, looking to have some fun, looking to create, came here right now in this body, no matter what your age is, no matter what your health is, no matter what your financial situation is, the new version of you, the new script, the new self-belief, the new identity is rising today. And so you make moves in alignment with that higher self, and your world will realign to match it. The body will physically change to your new alignment. The mind will physically change to the new alignment. The reality, the people, the places, the things, the finances will physically realign to the new being of you. You are in-house right now as source to creation of everything that you experience. And when you pick something high, when you set your targets to the moon, you rise up and you become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. I hope it sank. Sometimes these episodes are coming out in ones that I feel good about, that I feel really knowledgeable on, that I feel like the expert. And sometimes it's just the shit that I'm going through. And that's what this episode is. Let's flip this switch together. If you want to go deeper into every single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And you get the easy to follow exercise to dial it in to that day's message. I send out the email every single time a podcast comes out. You can also follow me on social media. There's my Instagram and TikTok down below as well. And if you like this episode, make sure you leave a comment. Those comments matter so much. They help people know what's in here, if it's valuable, and if they should give it a shot. And it also allows me to communicate and talk with you, so they are win-wins. And if you are someone that's ready to go to your next level, if you want to shift your identity, if you want to raise your frequency to that next level, shoot me an email. I am looking for you. If you know that you're meant for more, if you've done the work and you're ready to launch into that next level, send me an email at henry@vibeabundant.com. That's HENRY at vibeabundant.com. Or you can message me on Instagram at RealHenryG. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk where you're at and visualize where you want to go and how easily and how quickly it is possible for you. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.